Welcome to this episode of Beauty to Bank. It's the number one place on the web where beauty professionals learn how to make money without standing behind the chair. Okay, I am your host, Bennett. I am the CEO of The Social Barber, and I help beauty professionals learn how to make money by creating and selling digital content. You are in for a treat for this episode. On this episode, I will be sharing with you my strategy for selling your digital content online without paid ads. Last year, I made six figures with digital content alone and literally no paid ads. They were $27 and $39 classes, the majority of them. So you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it as well. I'm going to be breaking down exactly what I did, demystifying selling, and talking about so many of these important things. Okay. It's not enough just to learn how to create the content. Okay. It's not enough. We also need to sell it. All right. I do have a group coaching program. It's called the Six Figure Business Systems. And in that program, I share my strategy and I meet with my community every single week. I've even been known to take over a computer or two. Okay. I can actually take over the computer from Zoom. Okay. I know, crazy. I know people didn't even realize you can do that, but it doesn't matter where you are. Come to the meetings and I will get my people up and running, make sure that they can start receiving payments online and selling their digital content. Okay. So before we get down into the good stuff, let's hear a word from one of my Six Figure Business Systems students in my community, Cynthia Lumsy, master colorist.
I gotta tell you guys about this person. Her name is Bennett, the Social Barber. This woman will help you in ways that you didn't even know you needed to help. Like, she goes into so much great detail about everything that she provides for you that it's unreal. I've never worked with a coach like her. I've never worked with an individual like her. Her attention to detail is something that you rarely see with people that are actually out here to help you do stuff or teaching you stuff through classes. This woman right here is going to give you every single thing that you need. And she's going to present it in a way that you're going to understand it, whether you have a lot of technical guidance or not. She's going to be the person that's going to help you get through everything. Oh my God, it's Cynthia Lumsy.
All right, we're back. Did you hear Cynthia say that she is not technical? I need to make sure everybody understands that it does not matter if you are technical or not. This online world is for you as well. You can collect those sleep coins and those vacation bucks. I know she was, the conversation starting with her was so funny because she just said, it sounds like a scam. It sounds too good to be true. And hey, I don't know what to tell you about that, but all I need to tell you is it works. It's something that people are doing. And I'm so passionate about telling the beauty industry about this because I don't want you to be left behind. Okay. Before we jump into the selling piece, I want to make sure that I say this and I look you in your eyes. Okay. If you're listening to me, if I'm looking in your eyes, if you have cut off distractions and you're tuning in here to what I'm saying, drop a 1 in the comments. Okay. Every single person is an expert in something. Every single person has something to share. What you are an expert in, what you have to share can change somebody else's life. Okay. You can help them save time, save money, learn something quicker that is going to change the course of their life. Okay. So when you are selling, it's not just about the money. Okay. Yes, if we do not make money, we doing what we love, will be forced to do things that we don't love. Okay. But with that being said, you are helping somebody. Okay. So you selling and getting your voice out there and letting people hear about your message, your digital content, your products, your events, whatever it is that you have going on, it's important because you're helping people. And with that mindset, you will go forward in a very passionate way, in a very strong way. People ask me all the time, Susan, how are you so passionate? How do you have so much energy? How are you so enthusiastic? Because I know I'm helping people. I know that there are people that need to hear my message. And it's not about me. This is my service. Okay. So how amazing is it that I get to make money serving other people and sharing information and making sure that helping other people make money and change the course of their lives. Okay. So when you change your mindset about selling, you're going to go about it in a different way. Okay. Now that we got that, you got it. You got it. Okay. I see in the comments, you got it. Okay. Drop a got it in the comments. Now that I see that, I think we're ready to talk about how to sell. Okay. It's not as hard as you think. We're going to talk about some things that you can do without dropping a lot of money here. Now, you will have to spend some time, but when we're getting started here with our digital products, it's going to be a game changer just knowing how to sell. All right. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay. My number one way that I love to sell is really with email marketing. Okay. Email marketing is always such a game changer for me. Okay. Some of the key things that I want you to understand when you're talking about email marketing. And let's see, I think we need to get to the next slide here. Here we go. Okay, we're going to get to the next slide here. But with the email marketing, some of the key things that I want you to understand is it's the cheapest form of marketing. Okay, it's very inexpensive to get started and start building your list. Now, one of the biggest things that people don't realize is that when you are building your list, okay, when you're building your list, you own your list. You own your website. Those are things that you actually own. You do not own your social media platforms. You do not own your social media account. You do not own your Instagram or your Facebook. I know that sounds super crazy, but you don't own it. So it's super important that, as a business person, that we're constantly building our list and not giving out. Yes, we want to pass out our business cards, but we need to take their business cards. So we need to get their email addresses so we can build up our database and be able to contact our customers, our target audience when we want to contact them. Okay. So just always, always, always constantly be thinking about building that list. Okay. All right. So don't worry about unsubscribes. I know a lot of people get really sensitive about unsubscribes. Okay. Let's talk about this for a second. Okay. So when you use email marketing, people have to opt in by law. Okay. People have to opt in and they have to say, yes, I want to receive marketing emails from you. Okay. Every single time you send out an email, you're going to get some unsubscribes. You're just going to get them. And that's why you have to always be thinking about building your list and adding more people to your list. Okay. Now, this is the thing. Okay. People are going to unsubscribe, and that's okay because you pay for your email marketing service based on the number of subscribers that you have. So if people do not want to be on your list, hey, bye-bye. Okay. That's money I do not have to pay. So don't feel bad about it. Say, this is not my target audience. These are not my people. This is not my tribe, my community. And that's okay. We want to get rid of them. We don't want to be paying money for people who are not buying into or not interested in what we're selling. Okay. All right. Now that we've got that, let's move on. All right. Next thing we want to talk about is texting. Okay. Text marketing is becoming crazy. Okay. We've got things from, I have classes on text marketing where people can opt in. Everybody always has to opt in when you're doing marketing. They opt in to receive marketing text messages from you. Okay. You get people, you give a freebie, just like you do with email, you get a freebie, and that's how people get on your list. There's some reason why you're telling them to opt in. Okay. Now, with this being said, there's also some other competitors in the market like Community. Community is a way that, it's a more personalized way of text marketing. Okay. Yes, you can also use that as well. Okay. Now, another thing, just because we're going to keep this really easy, we have personal relationships with people who, we have people in our phone that are like, hey, next time you do a class, can you text me? Or, there are people that are interested and they may or may not see what you're doing on social media. So it's important that you go ahead and reach out to them and just let them know, every single time you're selling your digital content, I want you to have like a goal. And so you need to get the word out. So it's easy for you, a virtual assistant or somebody else to go ahead and text people and let them know, hey, this is what I got coming up. All right. This is absolutely what I got coming up. All right. And that is okay. That is absolutely something that you can do to text people. Do not be ashamed. Remember, We're helping people, so we should not be ashamed of reaching out to people, okay? Next thing, all right, listen, it goes down in the DMs all the time. It goes down in the DMs, okay? Um, Definitely direct message people. I think it's important that we're very, the way that you come at people in the direct message makes a difference, you know? I like to be more personal and say, hey, I want to make sure that you didn't miss this. This is kind of what's going on. Here's the link to register. I've got this many people that are allowed to join. Let them know and just, say, and most people or respond back to me when I've done this and they say, thank you so much for letting me know. And either they join or they don't join. You're giving them the option and you're really coming from a position of, hey, I've got something that could help you. If you have questions or you want to know more about it, just go ahead and here's the link to sign up. Okay. And that's really important. Remember, we talked about, we're not selling, we're sharing. Okay. We're sharing, we're connecting with the audience and making sure that they don't miss this. Okay. And guys, direct messaging is super important right now. I don't know if you guys heard, but the CEO of Instagram actually said that Instagram is no longer a photo sharing app, and they're putting more and more and more into direct messaging. They're even allowing messaging bots. Okay. So, at this time, I'm not able to use the messaging bots because once you have over 100,000 subscribers on Instagram, followers on Instagram, they don't allow you to use these automated bots. But for those of you guys who have less than 100,000, it's really dope. You can actually set up some bots in a way so that, when people message you, then you can let them know, hey, here's the link to join. Are you asking me about booking an appointment? Are you asking me about joining my masterclass that I have going on? And they can just click and interact with your bot and they can sign up in that way. You can just set it up. It's super easy. They have several different businesses they're working with. But I like to think about Instagram as, whatever they offer you, they want you to take. Okay. People complain all the time about the algorithms, but they're offering and they're letting you know, we want you to use direct messaging more and more. So use it. Use the direct messaging. Use it to get your word out. They want businesses to use them more and more. Okay. That is the message. All right. Next thing that you want to do, and this is something that is near and dear to my heart, is you want to go live on social media. Okay. Now, for those of you guys who have been rocking with me since day one, I see some of you, my day ones on here watching live right now. I built my business from going live every single day on Periscope. You guys remember Periscope? And when I first started going live on Periscope, I did not have the idea to start teaching classes, but because I was going live every single day, I was sharing social media marketing tips for beauty professionals, and I was really sharing information that was in my book, and I was selling a lot of books all over the world just by doing this. But I built an amazing relationship with people online, okay, going all the way back to 2015 when I started, and I made a commitment to go live every single day, okay? No, I'm not telling you have to go live every single day, but if you do, you will reap the benefits, okay? There's so many more options out there now besides video, even though video is amazing. And that is something that Instagram has also said that they're putting more into is video, okay? And so now you can even go live with up to 4 people at a time on your Instagram live. So you don't really have to prepare a lot of content. You can bring up a topic and you can invite other people on to ask you questions live. And this is a great way to market your digital content. Okay. You can start a discussion on something and invite people up and they can ask questions. You can share pictures in the Instagram live broadcast, which is so amazing. Okay. I also have created Instagram live templates that you can make basically your own slides and things while you're live on Instagram. So, whether or not, let's say you're kind of like, Season, I want to go live. I don't have my makeup on. Okay. There's starting to be, I'm not ready. I'm not camera ready. I hear this all the time. There's starting to be more and more ways that you can actually do audio only. Clubhouse has been amazing for my business in 2021. So, listen, there's no excuses. You can go live with voice only as well. Okay. And it's really dope when you do go live on a voice only app because there's no lights, there's no cameras, there's nothing pretty. It's a very level playing field. Every single person can get on and share their information, and it really strips away all of the extra stuff that people might have when they're doing, a live broadcast. With video. So it's really dope. If you've never tried it, I definitely want you to jump in there, start your own rooms. I know this is scary. You're thinking, what if no one's going to come? Okay. Invite some people to come, promote it, and let people know where to join you. Remember, we are talking about not only selling, but sharing more about our digital products. And when we share all the information and the details, we talk to people about their frequently asked questions, what pain point you're solving for them, you're going to sell more. But that's just how it works. That's literally how it works. Okay. Now, one last point I want to make about voice only. Okay. Nobody really has that many followers on Clubhouse. Like when you compare it to some place like an Instagram where people have millions of followers and hundreds of thousands, and it's very common for beauty professionals to have tons and tons and tons of followers on Instagram. On Clubhouse, people don't have that many, they don't have a ton of followers. Um, having 5,000 followers or more on Clubhouse is like a really big deal. Okay. It's a really big deal because people don't generally have a ton. There's a few people that have, literally a handful of people that really have just an amazing amount of followers on Clubhouse, but there's not a lot. It's still early in the game. You still have an opportunity to go ahead and make your mark and connect with your target audience. Okay. Listen, remember, we are sharing, we are helping people. All right. Okay. And last but not least, we definitely want to post on social media. Okay. When we're posting on social media, I do want to remind everybody to, always stay present. Okay. Make sure that you have exposure on your account. You're not letting your account go stale. And then all of a sudden you have something for sale and now you're going to go ahead and post about it. Listen, that's not going to work out too well for you. Okay. You want to stay on social media and build that community and relationship with your tribe. Okay. And build your community by posting regularly, talking to people in the comments and the DMs if they're asking you questions, and just keeping a continued presence. You don't want to wait until you were selling something and then all of a sudden now you're posting a whole bunch on social media. Okay. Instagram don't like that. Okay. All right. It doesn't like it. It wants you to remain present, to remain committed. Listen, at the end of the day, they want us to hang out on their platform. That's how they make money. Okay. So being consistent, sharing content that resonates with your audience, and doing it on a consistent basis really makes, a big difference. Okay. Now make sure that you're posting on your feed and your stories. One thing with the stories, and this is something I'm still working on. Okay. Is if you start to think, a lot of times people want somebody else to post for them. And I'm not, hey, you should do that as well. Okay. But think about being your influencer, being the influencer for your own business. And when you think about that, you're going to share your stories in a different way. When you think about other people who you're like, oh, they're an influencer. Okay. Then you're going to start to share things. And instead of feeling like, oh, nobody cares what I'm doing, you're going to say, well, gosh, I look at, these certain influencers and I look to see what they've got going on behind the scenes and silly things they're doing with their family. And then it's going to prompt you to share more things as well. So post, on your main feed, post in your stories, what you've got going on. You can show yourself preparing for, or creating your digital content in the stories or on your main feed. One thing, flyers, let's talk about flyers for a second. Okay. So flyers are like a necessary evil. And let me tell you why I say that. When people see a flyer, they know, okay, let me read. There's something going on. There's a date. There's a time. There's, it gives you scarcity and urgency when you see that there's something happening. Now, the problem is Instagram doesn't like it, right? A lot of social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, a lot of platforms don't like it when you have a whole bunch of words on the screen. So, even people who have millions of followers, I've seen people with millions of followers literally get like 50 likes on a flyer. Okay. People have got a little funny about liking things. So it doesn't mean they didn't see it. But it does pull, the algorithm does not like a whole bunch of words. So there's a few things that you can do. You can create multiple versions of your flyer as well. That is something I have done, to create different versions, because if you keep posting the same flyer over and over, people start to get immune to it. Okay. They kind of start to get like, okay, I think I already saw this. I already saw this. Okay. Another thing you can do is you can use appealing pictures and videos. Remember, we need to do our videos. Because that's what Instagram told us they want. They want videos, and they're going to be focusing on that. So you can do videos, and you can put the important information in the feed. Okay. So you can use pictures, videos, carousels, something along those lines, and then put the important information about your event in the caption. Okay. That is absolutely something you can do. I mean, I use things like Canva or Poster My Wall to create really amazing flyers. I do like to have control where, no shade on any graphic designers, but I like to be able to access and make small changes to my flyers. So that's why sometimes my team and I will use Canva or Poster My Wall, because we're able to, make changes. So you can definitely ask a graphic designer to make you Canva templates that are customized for your brand. And for whatever that you've got going on, but make sure that you have access so that you can make any updates or changes. Maybe an additional speaker is added, or maybe you have speaker flyers and you want to be able to add your own. That is something that you can absolutely do when you have control over your stuff. Okay. A question that I got in my mastermind group. All right. Somebody asked me, they said, Season, should we know how to do this, or should we hire somebody? And I said, both. And they were like, huh? Well, this is the thing. Once you've learned how to master something, I do think it's important that, you go ahead and delegate so that you can scale up in your business. Okay. But what you don't want to do is that if you don't know how to do something, now your business is dependent on somebody else. Okay. What if that person doesn't show up? What if they get sick, heaven forbid, or their family's sick? Things happen. What if they get a higher paying job? There's things that happen, and we cannot have our business, change, or we can't, have it so that you can't make money because you're dependent on somebody else. Okay. So definitely know how to get your classes up and running, how to have your digital content up for sale without somebody else. And once you learn, record it so that now you can hire a virtual assistant to take care of some tasks for you, and that you're not always the one having to do everything. Okay. Now, did this surprise you? Let me know in the comments. Did you like some of these tactics? Some of these things were kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Let me know what your favorite tip was in the comments here. Okay. We're going to take a break. I want to hear from another one of my mastermind students, Shug the Barber. He has been killing it with his digital products online, from literally webinars, replay resells, and even now a new ebook about doing male hair replacements. Okay, he has been killing it. Let's hear what he has to say.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Shug the Barber here. And as I'm sitting here on my computer right now uploading my next course onto my Kajabi platform, I can't help but want to thank the Social Barber for creating the Six-Figure Business Systems class. Like, this class has really upped me on so many different levels. Like, in one day, I made what I make in a week just off of a 2-hour class. And she taught me how to do it, held my hand every step of the way, and wasn't mad about it or anything. And she's helped so many of us make so much money and realize our dreams and be able to make what we like to call that sleep coin. So if you're into that type of thing, I would definitely advise you to go ahead and go to her page, The Social Barber, and get that system. You need it.
All right. Yes, I love, love, love sharing other people's wins. Like, I mean, I used to work at a Fortune 50 company, and I was just literally making $1 billion corporation richer. But when I can help smaller businesses make changes, it affects their life in such a bigger way. And so it's just, that does it for me. I love, love, love what I do because of that. Okay. Now, you may have heard Shug mention, Kajabi, and that's the online platform that I use for selling all my digital content. And I love having this type of online platform because it's got everything you need, okay, to sell more digital content. It really literally has helped me make more money. And that's why I'm so passionate about it, okay? So I do want to invite you now, if you were interested in selling more digital content, if you were interested in making more vacation bucks and sleep coins, if you're interested in any of those things, I want to invite you to join my free masterclass where I break down my system for selling digital content online. It's kind of different. It's kind of crazy. Remember, we're not selling, we're sharing, but it is really, truly an amazing and life-changing experience knowing how to generate this passive income online. Okay. It is literally a life-changing experience. And I want to invite you to click the link and join me on my next free masterclass. All right. And if I don't see you then, I will definitely see you on the next episode of Beauty to Bank. Go ahead and let me know who you want to see on my next show and what topics you want me to cover. And until then, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining.